Good morning, everyone. Hope we're keeping well from the weekend. We're getting ready for another week ahead of us. So today we're going to be looking at time. And although it seems a very easy topic, time, it is one that traditionally causes a little bit of difficulty, more than what we'd probably bargain for. So with that in mind, today I'm going to try and help us out, just get us into the sort of the basic swing of time and a few little tricks on how to maybe separate workings out and answers, and a few tricks along the way that should hopefully make time a lot easier for us. Okay, so as I said, it is one that appears to be straightforward and easy, but often proves quite difficult. So hopefully I can get you on the right path this morning. Now, first things first, let's get ourselves warmed up, ready to do our maths. So if you're ready, put 0 top left. We're going to play How High Can You Go? And we're going to play it in 8s. So we're really going to get the brain going. Go for them tricky 8s. Are you ready? 0 top left. Ready, set, go. Okay, double check our numbers. We should have got 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 62, 80, 88, 96. Alrighty, ready? Let's try it one more time. See, can you beat your score? Really push to get up to 80 and above and beat your score. Ready? 0 top left, 10 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go. And stop us there. Double check our numbers. We should have got 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88, 96. All right. So I'll stop there at 12 times 8. Really well done if you got above it. On if you beat your score. Okay. And the answer is yes, you shall. So, ready? What goes up must come down. So, put the number 96 top left. Remember, all those numbers going up the way stay the exact same when they're coming down the way. So they're not going to change. The numbers will be the same. You just need to know the order of them coming back the way. Ready? 96 top left. Ready, set, go. And stop us there. Double check our numbers. We should have had 96, 88, 80, 72, 64, 56, 48, 40, 32, 24, 16, 8, 0. Alrighty. Let's try it one more time. 96 top left. We're going to put 10 seconds back on the clock. Ready, set, go. Stop. So here we go. Numbers, double check them. Should have had 96, 88, 80, 72, 64, 56, 48, 40, 32, 24, 16, 8, 0. All right. Really well done, guys, if you've got all them. Next up, really good warm-up game in my head earlier for us to try. It would be a lot to do with time, but as is, what we are going to do is you want to convert some time for me. So the converting you should be well used to. It shouldn't be a new skill necessarily for you by this stage of the year. So you should be able to convert our times between 12 hours and 24 hours. Okay, So what we're going to do is I'm going to give it to you in our 12-hour clock. I want you to convert it to 24-hour clock. So for example, if I said 1:24 p.m. in 24-hour time, 1:24, to convert it, if it's p.m., you add 12 to the hours. That's the trick. Okay, but again, should be fairly used to this. So if you're going from 12-hour to 24-hour, the trick is if it's p.m., add 12 to the hours. So 1 plus 12 is 13. And then the minutes stay the same. And then you have 13:24. Okay, so 1:24 p.m. If your answer should have been 13:24. Alrighty, ready? Off for you now to try some yourself. Ready? If it's a.m., stays the same, and if it's below 10, if it's below 10 and it's a.m., you put a 0 in front of it so it has. Okay, so hour, minute. 24-hour time must be 4 digits. Okay, it must be those 4, and it must be that format. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to say 2 o'clock in the morning, if I just done 2 like that, I actually need a 0 in there for 24-hour time. Okay, so for 24-hour times, you must have four digits, and it's hour, minute, and that's the format. Happy? Right, let's draw a line under that. Over to you. Ready? Whiteboard's ready. Convert for me the following. 3:35 p.m. 3:35 p.m. Convert that into 24-hour. 5 seconds. Okay, super. 3:35 p.m. Convert it to 24-hour. It's p.m., so add 12 to 3 and you get 15. So it's 15:35. All right. And remember, in 24-hour time, you do not need the words AM or PM. You don't use them. That's what makes 24-hour time. You don't need AM and PM because the fact that it's 15, you know it's in the afternoon. You know it's the daytime. All righty. Super. Really well done if you got 15:35. Let's try another one. 4:20 a.m. 4:20 a.m. So 4:20 a.m. Ready? Should have had our answer. Answer for this one is 4:20. 04:20. Okay. 04:20 because it's AM. If it's AM, it's in the morning. We don't need to add the 12 to it. It just moves across and takes up that format, hour, minute. Ready? Let's go again. So remember, only if it's PM do you add the 12 on. Only if it's PM. 5:15 a.m. 5:15 a.m. Five seconds. Super, time's up. 5:15, it's AM, means we just move it across and make sure it takes that format, so it becomes 05:15. And we know that 05:15 is 5:15 in the morning. Ready? One more, and then we'll try a couple. Let's see. There you go, 6:37 p.m. 6:37 p.m. 6:37 p.m. And answers for this one, 6:37, add 12 to 6, we get 18. And then the minutes always stay unchanged. So it's 18:37. Really well done, guys. Super. Right, guys, you have the hang of that. So this time, you've got 4 questions. Answer all 4. You have 30 seconds for 4 answers. You ready? This time, though, I may put some over here. So you're converting 12 hour to 24, and you're also going 24 back the way. Alrighty? Here we go. Question. $7:20 p.m. So 7:20 p.m. Oh, that's quite tricky, actually. There's 5. So, there you go. So I will go through these just in case you can't see too well. So you have 7:20 p.m. I need that converted. Then there's 18:05 to bring it back to 12-hour time. 12:05 a.m. convert it to 24-hour time. Be very careful on this one. And 1:15 a.m. over to 24-hour. And last question is 2014. Bring it back to 12-hour time. So again, 7:20 p.m., 18:05, 12:05, 1:15, and 2014. Okay. So you got about 20 seconds. See how far you can get through that list, and then we'll get going. Okay, and stop us there. Let's see how we're done with our answers. Okay, 7:20 p.m. 7:20 p.m. needs converted to 24 hours. It's p.m., so add 12 on, and we should have got 19:20. So it becomes 19:20. Question number 2 is 18:05, and you've got to bring it back the way. So to do that, all we need to do is it's over 12. So if the number is over 12, we can basically subtract the 12. So 18 take away 12 gives you 6, and it's 05. And if it's up there, we know it must have been PM, must have been daytime. Alrighty. So if it goes over 12 on the 24-hour clock and you're working back, basically take 12 off and it's a PM answer. This one, 12:05 a.m. converted to 24 hours is actually really, really tricky. Okay. So 12:05 a.m. is 12-hour time going to 24. What time does the time of the day start? It starts at midnight. And if it starts at midnight, remember time is a measurement. It's a measurement of the day and how long it is. So if the day has only started at midnight, there has been no hours, so it's 00:05. So it's 00:05. Super, Maria, well done. So just be careful on that one. 12:05 a.m. is just after midnight. So you're only 5 minutes into a brand new day. Alrighty, and you should be asleep. So, ready, 1:15 a.m., 1:15 a.m. It's in the morning, so it just gets over 0115. 0115. And the very last question then was 2014, bring it back to 12-hour time. It's over 12, so the rule is we subtract 12. 12 away from 20 gives us 8. The minutes are always unchanged, and if it was 20, it must have been PM. So 8:14 p.m. 8:14 p.m. Alrighty. So as a reminder, 24-hour formats is RR minute. If it's 12-hour time, you must make sure you put in AM or PM to tell you whether it's morning or day and night. Okay, so it's before lunchtime or after lunchtime. Right, next up, little trick for you again. It's one of them ones that will catch us out. Okay, here we go. When I let's see, when I walked to the shop, it took me 5 minutes and 35 seconds. So it took me 5 minutes and 35 seconds. When I walked back from the shop, it took me 4 minutes, 45 seconds. How much time did I spend walking to and from the shop? So this style of question, what we're now looking at is adding time up, okay? So we're adding time up, and it is important because you must remember that in time, 60 seconds makes 1 hour. 60 seconds makes 1 minute, and 60 minutes makes 1 hour, okay? So up here. So when you're doing this, you always, again, make sure you split it into sort of the categories it is. So if you're adding up hours, minutes, and seconds, make sure they're in their own little box and their own column coming down the way. All right, just like you would do for column addition, that makes it much easier. Alrighty, and then when you do it, you add them up, okay? Just like you normally would. 5 and 5 is 10. 3, 4, and 1 makes 7. And 5 and 4 makes 9. Okay, so we've got this 9 and 70. However, this is why time is a little trickier. 70 seconds doesn't work. Okay, because remember, every 60 is actually 1. So when it comes to time, you have this extra little step to do. And it's kind of like simplifying fractions and that type of thing. You just have to make sure it all goes up. So when it goes to 70, how many 60s can you make in 70? You can make 1. So that's going to change our minutes by 1. And 60 away from 70 gives you 10. So you've got 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Alrighty? We happy with that one? So just to explain that again, when you're adding up time, always make sure that you have it in the correct format. So if it's seconds and minutes. And when you get them added up, there's an extra step if it's time. If it's time, there is an extra step involved, okay? So to make sure of that, you make sure that anything that's over 60 gets rounded into the next category. So if it's over 60 seconds, it's going to change the minutes. If there's over 60 minutes, then it's going to change your hours as well, all right? Thank you. So there we go. That's that one. We'll do one more of them. You can do it. And we'll see do you get the right answer. So 5 and 5 is 10. 0 down, 1 across. 3, 4, and 1 makes 8. 8 goes down. Then move across. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 80. This 80 is bigger than 60, so you have to get your 60 away. Ready? And we'll give it some sort of story, because usually when it comes to time, you have to be able to read the question. It's usually put into some sort of story and context. So Mr. Watt spent 7 minutes and 47 seconds collecting apples from his garden. He stopped for lunch, and after lunch he went and spent another 6 minutes and 52 seconds collecting more apples. How long did Mr. Watt spend collecting apples yesterday? So there's your question. Give you 20 seconds. See how you do. So remember, we're dealing in minutes and seconds. We're dealing in time. And when it comes to time, there's just an extra step involved. An extra step. Okay, so 7 minutes, 47 seconds collecting apples before my lunch. And then another 6 minutes and 52 seconds collecting apples after my lunch. How long did I spend collecting apples? And you have 5 seconds. Okay, let's see how we do on this one. Hopefully there's no mistakes by me. 7 plus 2 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. Check that out, 99. Ready? 7 and 6 makes 13. Okay, so I've got this 13 minutes and 99 seconds. We need to convert this because it's over 60. So you take 60 away from 99 and you add one more over here. So it's going to become 14. 60 away from 99 gives you 39. So my answer, 14 minutes, 39 seconds. Awesome. All right. Little question, just to say, on the off chance. So on the off chance I had that question, all right, 5 and 5 is 10. You know the way we usually, if it's double digits, we put it down and we carry it across? We wouldn't do that, not in time, okay? Because in time, you separate the question into minutes and seconds. So that 1 would stay within the seconds and would become 109, okay? And then the 109 minutes gets broken down. All right, it's just one of those little catchy out moments. All right, so just make sure if you're adding up time, try keep the sections within each other. All right, and you don't carry numbers from one section into the other. They have to be converted. They have to go through. They almost have to go through the generator. Okay, so you really need to go through the generator to pass into the next section. If you visualize that, hopefully keep you right. Right, super. That's that one. There's only one more question I really want to show you before today's work, and it's order in time. So I've had a look. Question number 1 today, there's a whole pile of times. Very quickly, I'm just going to write some out here. Okay. I'll stop there anyway. So if you have to arrange times from earliest to latest or latest to earliest, there's one thing I would do just to make life so much easier. It's a bit of a hack, all right? Here are my times: 4:20 p.m., 5:05 a.m., 8:30 p.m., 4:37 a.m. And if the question was, can you arrange these times into the earliest and latest? Actually, I'm going to add in one more. Why not level up the difficulty? So I'm throwing an extra level of difficulty in here and we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and all that saying. So here's my times: 4:20 p.m., 5:05 a.m., 8:30 p.m., 4:37 a.m., and this 18:35 down here. So these are my 5 times, and you've been asked to arrange them between earliest to latest. Okay, so if these are the 5 questions, level number 1, what's wrong? And think about what we do the other day. Decimals and fractions, ordering fractions and decimals and that sort of stuff. This one, first tip, awesome, good man, Jay, super. We have to convert them all. So convert them all to the same. So at the minute, I've got these ones are all 12-hour times, and then I've got this little one down here. He's sitting here, and he's 24-hour time. So if these are all 12-hour time, that's 24. I'm just going to convert that very quickly. 18:35 is going to be 6:35 p.m. Okay, so I've cancelled that out and I've got it into 24-hour time. So now, or 12-hour time. So now all my times are the same. They're all 12-hour time. Okay, really good, guys. I'm really pleased you got that. So now they're all in the same format. It's going to be easier. My trick is, if you're ordering time, you can do it like that, where we make it vertical. Remember I said if you're it was the weights. It was arranging weights from lightest to heaviest. If they're vertical, that's going to be really easy. But there's an extra step you can do for time that's going to make it a bit more easier, because there's a lot of 4s and a lot of 5s, and then there's also this AM and PM to take into account. So the next trick you're going to do, once you have them all the same format, is make 2 groupings. One over here of AM and one over here of PM. But in 12-hour time, there's a clear split. When the clock strikes 12 for the PM to start your daytime, we know that that's like a little barrier. Times will sit on either side of the AM and PM grouping. So we use that to our benefit. So if I keep the AMs in this section and put the PMs in that, I'm already starting my work. So 4:20 PM, it's going to move across. 4:20 PM, and I can get rid of it. AM, keep it. 8:30 PM, going to come over here. Get rid of it. 4:37 AM, it can stay, and 6:35 PM, it's going to move across. And get rid of it. Super. So now that I've made my 2 groups, I've made my AM group and my PM group. Now it should be really easy to put them into order already. Looking at my AM, which comes first? Lowest number, 5 or 4. 4 is the lowest, so 4:37 AM. Then it's going to be 5:05 AM. And then I'm finished that column. I move over to my PMs, and again I start with the lowest number in the PMs, 4:86. 4 is the earliest, so 4:20 PM. Then the next is 6:35 PM, and finally the last one, 8:30 PM. And there you go. You've arranged the time, and you haven't made any slight mix-up. Alrighty, so there's your trick. Make sure they're all the same format. If there's not too many of them, you can just do it vertically. Your brain will kind of help, but only because it's time. You're both looking at the start and the end. It can be confusing, so I split it into 2 categories: an AM box and a PM box, and then I just work through each box in turn for my answer. Alrighty, and that would be the best way to arrange time. So that's for if you're arranging time. Alrighty, guys, I think we'll cover quite a bit this morning. We've added time, we've arranged time, and we've converted time. All of that you should be flying. Have a look at some of these questions. Yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. So just remember, when you're adding time, keep it into its categories. If it's hours, if it's minutes, and it's seconds. And if it's seconds, keep them all together. And if it's over 60, then for every 60, you'll get 1 in the next bracket. If you're dealing in minutes, keep them together. If it's over 60 minutes, then for every 60, you'll get 1 into the next one, which is hours. Alrighty? And that is you set up for today. So do this, guys. I will be back on again 12:45 to explain our English. All right. The English, I'm going to help you, give you the features that you need for a film review. And the more work, the chances are I'm not going to be going back into school to print loads and loads and loads of stuff off. So the chances are for the remainder of term, I'll be posting work up on Google Classroom, and you'll have to view the file and then just write the answers in your books, okay? And I will put in the answer session with the English as well. So 12:45, we'll do our answers, and then I'll explain the English, okay? So, yeah, should be fine. So we'll go 12:45, I'll give you some English. All right, really well done. To everyone there that got on, nice to see you all working out, trying, and hopefully that helped you today. Alrighty, so we'll see you later on. Really well done, guys, as always. Really proud of you, so keep it up. All right, and if you're chatting to any of the other ones on text as well, let them know that there's the video there to help them with time. All right. Stay safe, guys.